this is June of last year, 2019. And it was just one of those nights where energy was off between everybody.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Brad, it was just off. It was hot out. I don't know what was going on, but it's one of those nights where you just get to the club and like, man, it doesn't feel like everything's going smooth right now.
Yeah.
And I just remember I got on stage and the stage was hot. The first show, the stage was blazing.
Yeah.
So now I'm sweaty. I didn't bring an extra t-shirt, so I'm trying to like get in front of a fan and cool off in the green room.
Yeah.
And I remember I ordered my food before I got on, right? And I'm thinking Brad and you know me well enough that if they don't have the food, like order something he likes. And the fact that you guys went to Chinese, and I was like, I'm not really a Chinese food dude, right?
No, Thai food.
Thai food. Oh, worse. Spicy. You guys know I don't like spicy food. So to me, I'm like, okay. Either Say or Brad ordered something that they wanted and just said, we'll just get Gary some vegetables and brown rice.
Right.
So I was like, this isn't what I really wanted, but I guess I'll make the best of it, right?
Yeah.
So I just remember what you guys ordered me, I really didn't want.
Yeah.
I just remember the vegetables looked dry, wore out. I go, I'm not eating this. This looks terrible. All the food looked terrible, I think you'll admit. All the food did not look great visually. So then I'm like, so I don't want the vegetables. So now I'm like, well, I got bland-ass brown rice I guess I can eat. And I'm looking around like, what can I put on it?
Yeah.
And then there was like Thai food, it was all in these big containers.
Yeah.
So I see what I guess was the food you ordered for yourself.
Yeah.
So I opened it and you go, that's my food. That's my food. Like you came out of the ground. Like, where'd you come from? Like I went, ka-choosh. That's my food. I was like, I know. And at this point I'm calm. I go, I know, I'm just putting a little bit on my rice. I go, it's big containers, everything, right?
Yeah.
I go, I think I said Chinese, I didn't know it was Thai.
Yeah.
I think I was like, it's Chinese food, dude. We're just all gonna share anyways.
Yeah.
But I remember you going, yeah, but that's mine. That's my food. And I was like, okay, right? So I just remember I took some out. I grabbed a plate, so I took some of the rice out. I took some of the vegetables out. So now I'm eating them off a plate, but anybody else can have what's in the containers.
Yeah.
I just remember you grabbed the container and started eating directly out of it.
Yeah.
And I went, in a calm voice, I go, hey, Say, you know you're being selfish, right? And you go, huh? I go, you know you're being selfish. Like, you should have got a plate and like put some on a plate in case somebody else wanted to eat that. And you just went, I'm not selfish. And you like raised your voice at me. And I went like, I just remember you yelled at me about being selfish. And I just went, I took my food and
Fucking
threw it at
juggernaut.
I remember, there was rice everywhere. I think there's still rice at the Addison Improv, right?
I feel like I was at a Cambodian wedding. I'm like,
I remember I was throwing the food at you like one rice at a time. Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah.
And then I said, get the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
You leave the green room, and then for some reason, I'm still on 10, and you walked back in, and you're like, and another thing, and I went, get the fuck, I had a fork, and I waved it at you, get the fuck out. That fork, I think it stuck you.
Yeah, it did.
It cut you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it cut your calf. Because you acted like your leg was broke.
Okay.
But, Jesus Christ, I'm sweating, this is so funny. A year later, it's funny. So I just remember, I winged the fork, get the fuck out. I just remember you went like this. Ooh, and you ran out of the green room.
Yeah.
And then I'm going, then reality kicks in. You're like, fuck, man, I shouldn't have did that. I overreacted. He still shouldn't have yelled at me. Here's the funniest shit about the story before I you can give your version.
Okay.
I just remember Brad sweeping up. Brad's so calm. That's why I need him with me on times like these. Brad immediately just grabbed the broom, grabbed the dustpan, just started sweeping, didn't say a word. He's calm and cool. And all he said was, man, you threw my food. And I go, what? He goes, you threw my food. Like, so the food that I grabbed, just the plate, you had yours in your hand.
Yeah.
You were eating like this out of the bowl or the container, rectangle container. So you had your food.
Yeah.
I didn't want the vegetables. Those are gone. I had some brown rice, which was all I had left. And I know I winged that, but I also grabbed the next little food next to me, which was Brad's, and winged that. So Brad had nothing to do with this, and his food's on the ground. You're enjoying your shit still. So I just remember afterwards, I said, I don't want to fucking talk to Say. And I remember then going, they want to know if Say's fired. I said, no, he's not fucking fired. I go, he's going to go up, do his act. I go, we'll talk about it after. I just don't want to see him until the show's over. Right? Yeah. So then Brad came in and goes, man, you got to see this motherfucker right now. And I go, what? I go, he's at the bar. He goes, acting like he got shot. He goes, he's got the tiniest scrape on his leg from the fork. I go, but he's literally got an ice pack. He's got these wet paper towels. He goes, and he's holding the ice on there, and he's limping. And I'm going, what? He goes, I guess that fork stuck him. And I go, I literally went to Brad. I go, he ain't trying to sue, is he? He goes, I don't think so. I go, that motherfucker better not. I remember saying, because my lawyer costs more than his lawyer. I remember saying that to Brad. And I remember thinking, motherfucker ain't trying to sue, is he? Brad goes, man, that fork scrape is that big. But he goes, Gary, I think he took a picture of you at the bar. Yeah. He took a picture of your scrape, and then you sitting there, you pulled your pants leg up and was holding the ice on it. He goes, he's probably going to want to go to emergency and get stitches.
Man.
But I just remember afterwards, we talked about it and it was calm, and then it was over with. But I just remember.
I killed. That was right before I had to go up too. So that anger inside of me, I just destroyed.
Oh, that night at the second show?
Yeah, I was surprised at myself, like, oh shit,
You need to throw forks at me more often.
People were standing up, yeah. So I got my bag of ice. Give me my ice.
That was, okay, don't let me forget. I want you to tell your version, but then I want to talk about the story of driving from Charlotte to Columbia.
Okay.
And you taking over the car ride.
Okay.
Tell me your version of that night, because here's my version.
Okay.
Get off stage, I'm hot, I'm hungry, I'm expecting I think I'm expecting Cuban food, I think.
Was it Cuban food?
I think Cuban food, and then you guys went and got Thai, so I'm already like, I don't like Chinese or Thai food like that at this time of night.
Right.
And then I was like, food was spicy, the shit you guys ordered me looked fucking terrible, so I didn't want to eat it. So now I'm like, I don't like this. Okay. Take a little bit of your food. You tell me that's your food. I'm like, and in my brain, I'm like, no, it ain't. This is our food because you don't get to order this food if I'm not here. That's the cockiness in me. Like, excuse me, you're not ordering shit if I ain't here. Okay. So technically, it's all my food. I didn't say that, but in my brain, I'm going, what do you mean it's your food? And then you yelling at me is what was the last straw when you went, no, I ain't selfish. And at that point, I'm being calm, almost half joking, hey, man, you're being selfish, right? You just eating out of that? Other people got to eat.
Okay.
I ain't selfish. The funny shit was you walking back in to finish your thought. And then me throwing the fork. Get the fuck out! Fork just went shoot, 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 shoot.
All right, so let's flip it over here now. So, who was the manager that day? What's his name?
Sean.
Sean comes in, and Sean, hey, this no.
Sean is not Mike Tyson. So I don't know
he
what that
sounds
voice
like
that was.
a little bit like that. There's no Cuban food. They're not open right now. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then what is there? And Brad's like, well, there's a Thai food. And I was like, Thai, we can do Thai. Let me look at the menu and see because I knew what you like.
Yeah.
Because I travel you all the time. I know your taste buds, right? So I'm like, let me look at it. He's going to get something healthy because you've been on the health kick, right? Yeah. So we normally eat, was it Leaves? What was that place called? We always order this shit all the time.
Tender Greens?
Tender Greens, right? You always get the same thing.
Chicken.
Steamed vegetables,
right?
Chicken breast, and brown rice.
Well, I get the veggies are inconsistent. They're like Holiday Inns.
Right. So, different restaurant, different taste. But that's what you like. So I'm like, he's going to want this. I know him. That's my dude. I got him. Okay. So my heart was like, I made this. I made this effort. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to like this. Right? To me, I didn't give a fuck about health because I'm Southeast Asian. I know what's good. That's just not going to be good because I eat gluten. I'm going to eat gluten. And you're gluten-free. Mm-hmm. So the noodles I ordered was complete 100% gluten and a little bit of vegetables and some shrimp and stuff. I don't know you like
the shit you ordered.
Yeah, the shit I ordered. Okay. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go bad because that healthy stuff doesn't taste as good at a Thai restaurant. So Brad ordered his stuff and I ordered mine. The food came, right? And I remember you opening it up and I got you this, you know, and I'm looking at it. You know, you grab mine. I go, hey, that's mine. And he's like, oh, I know, you know, and you kind of like look at it, and then I grab my food. And I remember, like,
okay, your voice.
Oh no! Oh, this is really where it went bad. You open the bag, and the anger and the emotion. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Oh shit." Here it comes, dude.
Yeah, that was me.
Here it comes.
That's me.
And that should, because I know how you are. I go, that should have been the cue for you to leave the fucking room. But I'm like, I'm kind of partially responsible for this because I ordered for you. He's like, what the fuck is this, right? So at this point, I'm already eating my food. I open my shit. I'm looking at Brad trying to be kind of like quiet, you know, like a little mouse. I was like, he's, you know, I feel the energy on this side. And I go, Brad, like, you want some of mine? And he's like, I'll take some of yours. And you looked at me and I go, are you putting your fork in that? Are you putting your fucking fork in that? I go, yeah. I go, I ordered this. This is mine. And then you go, I remember this is what you said. This is what exactly you said. You greedy motherfucker. And that right there, dude, set me off, bro. I was ready to lose my fucking job when you said that, because that was the furthest thing from who I am. Like my heart.
Greedy motherfucker.
You say, you greedy motherfucker. I'm like, what? I just took the liberty. I just ordered you some shit that you.
I'm sweating, man.
And I don't know why. I you know, my dad was in the hospital at the time, and I don't know why I was ready. It just the Long Beach came out of me, and I snapped and I said something, and I raised my voice at you, and I'm like, oh fuck, here it comes, and you went roar, fucking some roar came, and I just saw food and shit flying, dude. And I remember a fork came at me, and I remember once I was wearing those cutoff jeans, and that shit sliced me, and I'm outside, and one of the girls that was like opening up for us, she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I'm dying. The staff member came with ice and all this stuff.
I love how you just downplayed your reaction, though.
What?
Like, I'll really admit, I probably did say, "You greedy motherfucker."
Yeah.
The way you just told your story was you were the most docile, mild-mannered kid.
Before that, I felt like, okay, he's coming for me. You know, just shut the fuck up and eat your food. That's my thing. And then you call me out on the food. I go, when you call me, you greedy motherfucker. And that's
but I didn't yell it.
Yeah, you said it with you.
No,
said
I didn't yell because what set me off was you yelling at me. That's what made me turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
Was I was like, you're probably right. I mean, granted, everybody has got their own version a year and a half later. But I might have said, you greedy motherfucker.
No, it wasn't that sexy, dude.
Let's try it again.
Too sexy.
Let's try it again. You greedy motherfucker.
No.
Say. You know you're being greedy, right? You greedy motherfucker.
That
sounds like what I'd say in a green room.
It was the anger.
I'd be like, say. You're being a greedy motherfucker right now.
No.
Say. Greedy motherfucker.
No.
Say. You a greedy motherfucker.
No.
Those are all my. That's all my voices.
No. This is like the rod that came out.
Oh, I said that. Yeah. Yeah. There's some PTSD up there. Yeah, you get it every now and then. I gotta admit, every now and then. Here's the problem: when you're on the road with people so much, you just in the same instance where I said you can get comfortable with the accommodations and everything, you also get comfortable with your personality and people really get to know you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think. To the novice, I don't go off in public. Yeah. I don't go off. Yeah. But I think between you and Brad, you've seen that side of me where I'm just like,
and then like 30 minutes later, you're like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
That's one thing I will say, and I will say about myself. I don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like this. What happened? Oh, yeah. I did. That was fucked up. Yeah. Like, by the time I get off stage and it's an hour later, I'm like, oh, fuck. So I cut you with the fork? I should have threw a spoon.
I have a fucking, I can't show it now, but I had
Don't say you got a fucking scar,
I got a scar to prove it, dude.
No fucking way. It was a fork.
It was a fork scar, and I think it was a knife.
There's no such thing as a fork scar.
Let me show you, dude. Let me show you that scar, bro. Look, right there, dude.
That is not.
Right there, dude.
That's full of shit. Yep. You skateboard every week.
No, this is it. Somebody zoom in on this. This is it right here, guys.
There's no fucking scar there, dude.
It's right here, bro. It's right there. Boom.
You're so full of shit. That did not come from that fork.
Yes, it was. Yes, it did. I swear to God, it did. Yes. Yes, that's how crazy it was that day.
You lying motherfucker.
Yeah, there was some. You
lying. Get the fuck off the podcast. Get the fuck out.
Fucking throwing shit.
Get the fuck out.